Mad that they're steadily raising game prices to 70 and 80. Well, I haven't seen 80. But yeah, you bet your sweet Bippy I'm upset about raising to 70. If you're gonna raise to 70, make the games better. Fucking $70 for Modern Warfare 2. I'd be fine paying the extra $10 if the games were getting like really impressive. But it's still just the same quality games. To be fair, it's been 60 forever. Yeah, we actually talked about this on the podcast today. Kind of crazy timing. But yeah, it's been 60 since the Nintendo 64 era. It is kind of surprising that they haven't tried raising it before. But like, it would have made sense if they raised it like in the PS4 era. That's when games had a huge leap. But PS4 to PS5, it's still like the same quality game you're making. Like I haven't noticed anything like crazy. It's like, oh wow, this is definitely worth the higher price now. It was 50, I'm positive. Nope, it was 50 from just buying digital. Only 90s kids remember digital used to tout that it's cheaper than buying physical because they didn't need to pay for physical manufacturing, so they'd charge you $10 less for digital to incentivize. But then they just made it standardized 60. PC games used to be physically 50. I guess I can't speak for physical PC games because I was a console gamer for the majority of my life. I didn't switch to PC till like late high school. So the era of physical PC discs was already long in the past. So maybe it used to be 50 for PC, but just for normal console games, just buying like a standard one, it was still 60. Unless you were getting used. Used was always lower. It was 50 for PS1, N64, and Xbox. I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure it was 60 then too. In fact, wait, I have a fucking old Nintendo 64 box right here. Let me see. No, doesn't have the price tag on it. Unlucky. Just has this. The Wave Race in July 1st, 1997. Damn, that would have been so helpful. Let's see. NES games ranged from 30 to 45. SNES games were 50, barring exceptions like Chrono Trigger, and N64 was 50 to 60. Was there variance? Did it depend on where you got it? The official MSRP lists at $59.99 for N64. At least according to Retro Live. And in fact, in a couple cases, like Star Fox 64 was listed at $79.95. Turok 2 was $69.99. 007 GoldenEye was $69.99. Super Mario 64 was a $66.99. But yeah, here's some old shit. I'll bring it up on screen. So like here's Ocarina of Time at a $59.95. Here's the MSRP, $59.99. $59.99. Like I said, I'm pretty sure it's always been 60. Inflation, though, these are more expensive. Well, yeah, of course, if you factor in inflation. Yeah, no, 100%. N64 games used to be $49.99. I mean, I have it pulled up for you right now. It looks like there was some variance, but I mean, they're listed at 60 pretty much everywhere. And this is the original MSRP of $59.99. I don't know why you're arguing with this. Maybe you found some that were 50. But based on every search result up here, all of them seem to go between this 50 to 60 ballpark for all of it. But the only ones that are listed at 50 are just a couple, whereas everything else is just kind of blanketed at 60. Oh, here's some launch data. At launch, first-party games were $64.99 up to $69.99, which I guess would explain like Star Fox 64 and all of these crazy prices. Super Mario at 66. You know the 3DO? It was a game console that failed because the price was $700 in 1993. No, I don't know that one. It's the first I've heard of that. Yeah, the site is wrong. I mean, this is just straight out of a magazine. As is this. Like, I don't know what you want. It's not just the site. Look at other consoles, not just Nintendo. Well, I'm just looking at Nintendo. Like that's what I looked up. Nintendo 64 game prices. Here, we'll do PS2 game prices. Actually, I gotta change that. Release. Ooh, thank you for the 25 gift subs, a beta. Thank you for the generosity. Thank you for the fat drop. God damn, thank you for that. Hope you had a good night. I just keep seeing the adjusted for inflation stuff, which I'm not really looking for right now. I just want to see like old magazine articles or something with the price. I'm finding quite a few magazine articles, but they don't have the price listed. This source is saying an average of 50 for new PS2 releases. And then nothing else are really talking about it. 60 became the mainstream with PS3 and Xbox. Well, and I guess N64. Because pretty much all of these were listed around 60. I'm surprised there isn't more information on old prices from like magazines and shit. I wonder if any of my games have like the price tag on them from back in the day. Never even bothered to really pay attention to it. How much is the gold cartridge worth now? Asking the wrong guy, I have no fucking clue. I do want to go take a little tinkle real quick though, so give me just a second. Bear back. Alright, well, I forgot my toilets are fucked, so that just gonna sit there, I guess. Bit of an oopsie-daisy there. No, too late now. Thanks the bits, Wes. Found an old ad in a magazine. First-party games like Zelda were 60 on N64, while things like Madden and stuff were 50. Oh, so that would make a lot of sense. The first-party titles were more expensive. It seems like PS2 games were all 50. Okay. Have you heard of DK Oldies? Yeah. What was the first game you ever bought with your own money where you felt like you got scammed because it was so bad? So the first game I bought with my own money that was a stinker? Fuck, I don't know, man. I didn't used to buy games that I thought would be shitty. That didn't start happening until I got older. Because I wasn't going to make my parents buy me a game that I wasn't sure on. Well, that's not true. I used to buy games based on just how cool the front cover, the front and back looked. But I was also a young kid there. I think the first game I bought with my own money that was really shitty is Frontlines Fuel of War. and I bought that specifically to do glitches. The game sucks.